Capricorn Business Horoscope for September 2026. Welcome back today to Zodiac Balance Now. This is the practical business horoscope for Capricorn for September 2026. This forecast is focused on practical work, money, contracts, documents, management, official structures, leadership, joint finances, taxes, debts, business partners, productivity, and practical decisions. For Capricorn, September is not a simple month. It gives several strong windows for leadership, useful deals, professional visibility, documents, and reorganization. But many of the same dates also carry pressure, conflict, obligations, delays, and financial risks. The month is productive only if you separate opportunity from impulse. The main business key for Capricorn in September is simple: move with structure, not force. The first favorable business dates are September 2nd, 3, 20, and 25. These days can support public activity, service duties, creative initiatives, projects that were planned earlier, leadership, and the desire to take a stronger position. Capricorn may find it easier to gain support from management, high-ranking people, or useful contacts. If you have a prepared project, a financial question, or a professional plan that needs attention, these dates can open the door. However, the same month gives strong warnings around some of these dates, especially September 2nd, 3, 20, and 25. This means Capricorn should not treat favorable timing as permission to act carelessly. Use these dates for prepared decisions, not emotional ones. If the project is already structured, the numbers are clear, and responsibilities are written down, progress is possible. If the idea is only driven by ambition, the risk increases. September 2nd and 3rd are especially mixed. On one side, they can support leadership, financial confidence, and useful opportunities. On the other side, they can also bring personal opposition, clashes of interests, and problems in business or production questions. Avoid forcing your will through pressure. If you need to negotiate, keep everything practical. Define the issue, the numbers, the timeline, the person responsible, and the next step. These dates are not ideal for risky joint financial operations, unclear profit distribution, tax questions, duties, fees, or decisions involving shared capital. If you work with partners, investors, shared accounts, loans, or tax obligations, slow down and check the details. Capricorn usually understands responsibility, but in September, responsibility must be documented, not assumed. September 7th, 8, 11, and 12 are caution dates. Business and production questions may be accompanied by confrontation, opposing opinions, and a stronger desire to lead. Professional and political activity may increase, but the result can be negative changes in relationships with management, co-workers, business partners, authorities, or official representatives. These dates are not suitable for important negotiations, meetings, responsible speeches, signing deals, or large expenses if they can be avoided. If something urgent cannot wait, use the best Capricorn method. Reduce the decision to facts and structure. Do not argue from pride. Do not try to win through pressure. Put the terms in writing. Check the financial consequences, and avoid speculation. This is especially important for taxes, profit distribution, duties, shared capital, and legal or official matters. September 9th is another difficult date. The source warns about problems with management, opposition from subordinates, personal clashes, ambition, ego, emotional aggression, and possible damage to business or work. It is not a good day for solving important matters, signing contracts, starting a new production or creative cycle, or making investments. Be careful with spending, capital investments, and speculative actions. Losses may come from your own choices. For Capricorn employees, September 9th is not the day to challenge management, defend status aggressively, or push a new responsibility without support. If there is conflict at work, keep communication neutral. Avoid emotional responses. If a disagreement involves female coworkers or situations connected with women at work, be especially careful with tone and documentation. September 20th, 25, and 30 bring another complicated layer. These dates can remind Capricorn of debts, obligations, unpaid amounts, delayed payments, heavy duties, and plans that are being disrupted. A traditional approach or narrow view can create extra difficulty. You may feel that circumstances and other people are blocking your actions. Business events can develop dramatically, and negative consequences may echo for several months. This does not mean Capricorn should panic. It means the month requires strict control. Limit business activity on these dates if the situation is unstable. Avoid clashes with management and influential people, because relationships can be damaged for a long time. Postpone official visits if possible. Do not search for protection from powerful contacts unless your case is fully prepared. At the same time, September 25th, 26th, and 30 can also support mental clarity, commercial instinct, useful contacts, documents, important papers, deals, contracts, public connections, conferences, speeches, business trips, official visits, and reorganizations aimed at improving productivity. This is the central contradiction of Capricorn's month. Some dates can bring both pressure and opportunity. The practical solution is not to avoid everything. The solution is to separate clean actions from risky ones. On September 25th, 26th, and 30, use the positive side for prepared documents, clear communication, productivity improvements, reorganization, and presenting your position. But avoid speculation, emotional confrontations, unclear shared finances, and large spending. Do not take a mixed day and treat it as purely lucky. For entrepreneurs, September is useful for reviewing the structure of the business. Check productivity, cash flow, tax obligations, debt, supplier costs, partner agreements, and profit distribution. If something needs reorganization, this month can show it clearly. But do not rebuild everything under pressure. Choose one process, one bottleneck, or one financial weakness, and fix it with discipline. For employees, September asks you to show leadership through reliability. Capricorn can gain respect by being the person who creates order when the environment becomes tense. Use the better windows to speak with management, present ideas, work with documents, and support productivity. During difficult dates, avoid conflicts and let your consistency speak louder than your frustration. Financially, the month can bring opportunities, but it also carries the risk of property losses, failed expectations, unpaid amounts, and unnecessary spending. Before any major decision, ask, is this an investment, an obligation, a risk, or an emotional reaction? Capricorn should not move money without written terms and a clear exit plan. Create one practical control sheet for the month. Income expected, payments due, documents waiting, people responsible, and risks that can affect timing. This simple list will help Capricorn avoid scattered decisions and see which opportunity is real, which obligation is urgent, and which conflict should not receive energy right now. Your business strategy for September is clear. Use September 2nd, 3, 20, and 25 only for prepared opportunities, leadership, financial planning, and projects with structure. Be careful on September 7th, 8, 11, and 12 with conflicts, shared finances, taxes, and official matters. Avoid major commitments on September 9th. Treat September 20th, 25, and 30 as serious control dates, even if opportunities appear. Use September 25th, 26th, and 30 for documents, communication, productivity, contracts, and reorganization only when everything is checked. Your business key for Capricorn in September. Discipline creates progress, but pressure creates losses. Choose structure before ambition. If you want to know your business horoscope by your Chinese zodiac year, click the hint at the end of this video.